morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today I'm making nutty soy wheat pancakes. Okay. We are going to need a half a cup of whole wheat flour. We're going to need half a cup of soy flour. And we are going to need a half a cup of powdered milk. We're also going to need a teaspoon of salt. And you're going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And we are going to need a half a cup of wheat germ. I'm using toasted wheat germ. And we are going to need, I've already chopped my nuts up. You need 1/4 of a cup of chopped walnuts. And we're going to mix this up because you want to coat these things. Now we'll get another bowl. We're going to need 2 eggs. And we're going to need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm going to use my all blend. And we're going to need 1½ cups of buttermilk. I'm going to have to make more buttermilk. I'm going to be serving these pancakes with bacon and eggs. For the children, I would serve it with a glass of milk. For the adults, I'm sure you would want coffee with it. Sometimes it's nice to have breakfast at the wrong time and not eating breakfast. Make a well, pour it in. That's it. while cooking them. Very easy recipe. I found a lovely cheesecake, but I'm going to have to make some strawberry preserves. So I'm going to be picking up strawberries and I'm going to be canning them so I can sit there and make that recipe. Be careful because this is whole grains that we're using. You don't want them to really burn too much because they will do that. So make sure you have a low flame when you do this. I know your family will get impatient, but just to make sure you don't burn it because it is whole wheat and it is soy. When you start doing that and using these whole grains, you'll find out that they burn much faster than you want. So it's actually just a little more time you're going to use in the kitchen. Now I have a very small one I'm going to be using because they said they want only a tablespoon. This is a tablespoon ladle. Well, that's what they said. What the heck? I'm just buttering my grill as it heats up. So I am warning you, when you make and work with these whole grains, you have to be more careful with them. I have trouble with mixes. Ugh. Somebody told me to do a mix and oh man, there was so much chemicals and sugar in it, I burnt them. I said, I can't do this. I can cook with whole grains, I can do all of that, but you get to those instant mixes, I fail. They're not the same. I'm going to be frying these up, and I think everybody knows, I've already told you, you're going to have to use a low flame. They're going to take a little longer to cook because of that, so you have to deal with that if you want to make these. And we've already talked about the protein that's in the soy flour, so you can imagine, I've cooked a whole pound of bacon, and you know every 3 ounces how much protein is in that. So you can imagine just how much protein. I haven't even added the eggs that are going to be scrambled next to this. So you can see that there's going to be a lot of protein in this meal. And then, if you feed the little ones milk as well next to it, you'll find out. You can really get a lot of protein in this dish. But what I'm going to serve with it is a fruit cocktail that I made. I wanted to make sure that though we get the protein and we get the starch, I want to make sure we have the fruit. So I'm going to be using a citrus syrup over this that I made, and also a fruit cocktail next to it. So that will cover the whole spectrum of everything that I need. say a tablespoon, but something's telling me we need more than a tablespoon on this. I'll try. We'll see what we get. No, we're going to need more. I can see that. I'm going to get my other ladle out. The tablespoon is not going to cut this. If you can get ladles different sizes, they're really great to help you. You have the one for the soup, you can have one for other things, pancakes and stuff. It comes in handy. And it's not that you have to have giant pancakes. It's that if your pancakes are nutritious, you don't have to be these huge things where starch becomes the major portion of your dinner or your lunch or breakfast, whatever time you're eating. Try to make sure you can cover it with vegetables or fruits or something where the starch isn't the main, because that's all sugar that you're going to be having. And I know with pancakes, we're definitely going to be saying there's a lot of sugar. What do I need? Let's see, which spatula brush. So I am going to continue cooking these, and I will be back when I'm done with all of this, and I'll show you what they look like. I'm trying one of these. I want to show you the texture. Look at that texture. Isn't that beautiful? It's really beautiful texture. Here they are. That's them. Take care. Bye-bye.